Okay, we've got a Morphy Richards toaster here. It's not particularly old, it's around £60, and there's a bit of a design problem here. If you look at the little supports for the bread or whatever's going in there, it's fixed at that side, and then it's just floating in the other side. And what tends to happen is, with pressure of bread being put in and everything, it tends to push and bend down, and eventually, like that, it will come out of the groove. And yesterday I got something really caught in there and I had to rip the whole thing out. So it's a pretty poor design. I'm sure it's the same sort of rubbish quality that everything coming out of China is going to give you. But I thought we would just see if we can take this apart and whether there's anything we can do to hammer that back into shape, and maybe do something where it goes through there, just to stop it from coming out. But I really don't think I'm going to be able to do very much with this. It's very poor, thin metal. So yeah, we're going to just take that apart, have a closer look, see if there's anything we can do. I'll tack these videos together. So we are back. We have removed all of the screws. They're these little, I don't know what you call them, I call them tri-wing, but I'm sure that's not the right name. Just a basic security bit. I'm sure you could undo that with any normal flat bladed screwdriver if you tried hard enough. That has loosened off everything. And I'm just going to see if we can lift that off. I suspect the front control panel will need releasing, but I can't do that with one hand, but we'll have a go at that now. Okay, so we've lifted the top off, and you can see the mechanism there. Pretty grubby. They've got grease on those rails, and that's attracted all of the breadcrumbs. Whether we can actually get proper access to these and remove them. Looks like they have just been folded, pushed through there and then bent over, so we might be able to undo that and then just slide these out. Yeah, not impressed particularly. We might have to pull all those plugs out so we can get this lid off. Again, can't do it one-handed, so yeah, we'll be back in a minute and see if we can do anything with these. Okay, so back again. So just managed to straighten these bends out of this one and remove it, and I've literally taken a pair of pliers and just bent this back into shape, and that will be probably okay. So we'll just get that back in and then we'll move on to the next one. It would be nice if there was a way of stopping them bending down. I suppose if they were under spring tension this side as well, with a hole through the end here and then a little spring going up to the top, that might be helpful, but yeah, I can't see we're going to be able to do that. But anyway, so yeah, we've got a bit of a chance I think here now. We've straightened one out. Okay, so I've managed to straighten that out. It's still going down a little bit, but don't think we're going to need to worry about it. There's one important thing when you put this back in, if you're going to do this, it's got to be above, below where these two spring wires cross, as you can see, hopefully just in there. If you get it above it, it will not operate the little clamping mechanism. So looking at the back, I don't think there's much we could do. We could probably Well, there's a number of things we could do. We could tack weld something on there that just stopped it from pulling out of this channel, because what's happening is it's bending down and then coming out of that channel. It's just not a very good design. I could probably drill a hole through it and pop a little roller in there. This, you know, it's a 60 quid toaster. It's really not worth the aggro, but this will probably save it for a little bit longer. We've actually ordered another one anyway, but yeah, we'll just see how that goes. The other thing we could have done is just put a spring on one of these and put a hole through this and just used a little spring just to return them to the top. But again, is it really worth the aggro? Probably not. So we're just going to clean this up a little bit more and just put it back together again, and perhaps be a little bit more gentle with it. So yeah, there we go. Just a quick look at that toaster. I can remember the make now. Morphy Richards, straight out of China, as they all are. So there we go, that is back to normal. It's probably not going to last for ages. There's various things we could have done, like tacking a strip of metal to there and doing other bits and pieces, a spring on the end just to hold it back up, but it's really not worth the aggro. They could have done it better than that. The metal's just too thin. But anyway, that will keep it going for a little bit longer.